Hello every pony, Artelisiana here. Link to my Divinian art in the description below and also for my Patreon if you'd like to do that. Warning, this video will contain pictures from Google and other places that is not mine. Please go and give respect to the owners of these pictures and copyrights. And also it's going to contain a theory about the Amora and the Crystal Empire and, the time stuff with Twilight and Starlight Glimmer. So if you don't like stuff like that, click away or else stay. Yeah, here we go. 3, 2, 1. So I have just been wondering, the last timeline that Twilight and Starlight Glimmer comes to in one of the recent episodes. I have been thinking about what if it wasn't, the last timeline. What if they actually traveled, far back into the past, or how to say that, before, the Crystal Empire was made, before, everything was great or good or anything. I have recently looked at the map and I will show the picture of it here and also a picture of how the land looks, where Twilight and Starlight Glimmer is. Also a picture of Twilight taking up the dirt and it's flying away and stuff like that. It's very grim and very dark place, but I actually believe it was in the past. I still believe that the Tree of Harmony was there. It's on the map and it made the table come with them, or in some sense, the Tree of Harmony, I do believe that survived, everything and stuff like that. I also believe that it was there before, any pony made anything. So if we could imagine that this timeline was where, before the Crystal Empire was made, before Amora became queen of the Crystal Empire, and before it fell into darkness, before Sombra and stuff like that. I believe that the land was ruled by dragons and griffins. I actually believe that the dragons and griffin was at war with each other because they have both, the greed and, protecting of jewels and precious stuff and stuff like that. It could also be Timberwolf area. But I will say that I do believe it was dragons and griff area for the most part. And of course the Everfree forest with, all of its antics and, how the Everfree forest looked like in old days. We actually see this through Granny Smith at one point, where we see the old forest, and I'll actually show a picture here. It definitely looked like, a part of the wasteland that the Twilight and Starlight Glimmer travels to. It could also be before, the Crystal Empire was born and, stuff like that. So imagine that Amora comes to this grim, dark place where the wind is howling and there's nothing else. She have the spell book, the spell book from manifestation, inspiration manifestation that Rarity actually uses. Amora takes the book up and says the spell, build the Crystal Empire out of the dirt or sand or whatever it is. I actually believe that the Crystal Empire is not made of crystal, but actually made of glass. But, it was so refined and so beautiful because it was made in, Amora's imagination. She was under the spell of the spell book. And of course the Crystal Empire attracted the dragons and the griffins. That's also why we see, crystal griffins at the library in the Crystal Empire. I actually believe that Amora defending herself and turning actually, griffs into crystals, or at least trying to buy them off with trying to say to them, well, look, I can, immortalize you in crystals, so please leave me alone, or something like that. I don't know how that would work, but it could be a awesome plot twist if, Amora was not that good, or didn't do the crystal griffins on purpose. It's just to defend herself. And of course the dragons were easily consumed. The princess could just make crystals or jewels or something to buy them off. I don't believe that the griffins have been that greedy all of the time. I actually believe that they were warrior race before. We also see that it's first after that king that is obsessed with everything that the griffs actually becomes greedy. So I don't know. Also with the dragons, I'm not quite sure how she would consuade them for not attacking the Crystal Empire. But I actually believe that then Sombra came, and Celestia and Luna came to banish Sombra to the icy depths and stuff like that, and the Crystal Empire was gone for the many moons or centuries or how long it was, and came back again and stuff like that. I do believe that Princess Amora have been in the Crystal Empire, but I actually believe that she turned into Queen Chrysalis, in the sense of, I actually believe that Sombra came to the Crystal Empire, fell in love with Princess Amora, and broke her heart, or she broke in his. And through the book, I still believe that she was, under the spellbook's influence. I think that she tried to turn Sombra into something that he wasn't supposed to be, the perfect image of what you want your lover to be. And in this case, it backfires, and he becomes Sombra. That would explain, the green light, the stuff that he can with becoming shadow and having the obsessions with crystals and the crystal heart and stuff like that. He knows that powers the Crystal Empire. He knows stuff about the Crystal Empire that we normal viewers don't know. And I feel like definitely he could have gotten the information about the Crystal Empire through Amora. Something I also believe that, Cadence is related to Amora. I will not say that it's her mother, maybe grandmother or something like that. It could be amazing if it was her mother and the good Sombra was her dad before he became Sombra. And Amora, of course, was her mother before she became Queen Chrysalis. And the broken hearts and stuff like that could evolve the love spell that Amora, or that Cadence uses on her parents. And the spell wouldn't break. The empire fell to ruin, as we hear in the Crusader episode. And Celestia and Luna comes and banishes Sombra. The Crystal Empire disappears. Amora disappears, becomes Queen Chrysalis, and everything just goes to really weird places. But I don't know about you guys, I just feel like the place that they come to could actually be into the past instead of the future. But let me know what you think in the comments down below. Please, I will go and try to make an animation of this, but please have some patience with me. So yeah, that's actually all that I have to say today. Do remember that inspiration is right around the corner. Do remember to take care of yourself and your loved ones. And that's actually all. Okay, bye.